Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So yesterday I finished the video on my collection, this time about the long guns. So yeah, that was done yesterday, and the Mark 46 is still lurking around on my table. But today we're going to have a look at something slightly different. We're going to be having a look at a tracer unit, but a tracer unit that's hidden inside a silencer, which is fairly common. But this time it's a pretty specific one. Now this one is actually for the MP7, but don't tune out, because it's got a real neat trick up its sleeve that I think everyone should know about, because it might make having a silencer or a tracer unit for your MP7 quite a good idea for some of your other guns as well. Remember guys, if you like what you see in the videos, remember to subscribe, give us a thumbs up and hit the little notification bell for instant updates, and give us some feedback. Let us know what you think of the videos, what we see here, what you want to see, and stay tuned. Okay, so tracer units, are they a good idea or are they stupid and gimmicky? That's the question. Personally, I think they're great. They have a real good purpose as well. So you can use them in night games and you can use them in dark areas. Now obviously you're not going to change your mags out with different BBs going from light to dark on a sunny day. But there are certain sites, particularly CQB and the one near me, it's pitch black. No matter what time of day it is, day, night, morning, whatever it is, it's pitch black, and that's because it's in a deep, dark, dank tunnel. And in an environment like that, these things are the best. Simply because, yes, tracers do point both ways. They point at your enemy and they show you where you are, but they can also help you correct when you're not sure whether your BBs are actually spot on with your red dot. So, and they also give you the ability to see if your BB is hitting people. How many times have you been playing in the dark thinking, I'm sure I've hit that guy, but you can't see your BBs going anywhere. And sometimes you don't even know if they're coming out the barrel. So you need something to help you. And on that occasion, the tracer unit comes along. Now this one's quite specific. These come from a company called Angry Gun. Now they're a great little company that makes some really nice high quality products. And they do rails and all kinds of really good stuff. But the tracer units, specifically for the MP7, come in 3 different variations. You've got Tokyo Marui version, you've got KWA version, and you've got your VFC version. They are all different. So let's see what's inside this box. Okay, so here is my Tokyo Marui MP7 that's been on the channel before, and I've been using it this weekend. So let's have a look at what is inside the box. Very simple. When you open it up, you have a little bag. Inside the bag you have your suppressor. Now there are a few marks on here because I have already used it, but I needed to use it to tell you if it was any good. So you get proper trades on there. So you got the SD MP7A1, 4.6mm by 30, and a little ID number. So we'll get rid of that. You have an instruction manual here, which is just a normal fold out instruction manual. English bit there, so if English is your first or second language, you can still get by. And you have a replacement flash hider. Now this isn't actually the flash hider that comes with it, this is the Tokyo Marui one. I've actually already put the Angry Gun one on there, and the difference is this is aluminium, Angry Gun steel, so it's already an upgrade as far as the external flash hider is concerned. And the way this fits is you literally press down on here and you put it on the front of your gun. Press it down, slide it on, release it, and there you go. And it's actually really, for a flash hider, it's actually pretty sturdy. The movement you see there is actually the outer barrel. So yeah, really nice. So let's have a look inside here, because this is where the magic happens. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what a tracer unit is, if you're new to Airsoft and you've not come across these before, basically what they do is take high intensity LEDs to give a flash of light to a luminous BB travelling through the suppressor, and it allows it to glow. It charges it. So any kind of photoluminescence, it needs a charge to actually be able to operate, or to at least glow in the dark. And every single photoluminescence like strips that you put on the floor or walls or whatever it is, you'll sometimes see them in aeroplanes in the aisles, they need a charge time, and they'll accept a certain amount of charge, and then they have a discharge time, and they'll give out light for a predetermined amount of time. and you can either have a short duration but very bright, or slightly duller and a long duration. At least that's how I understand it. I've had a little bit of exposure to photoluminescence through work, so I do know a little bit about it, but not a huge amount. So inside here, this is the actual unit. So this is the Airsoft AT2000 tracer module, and you put 4 AAA batteries in there, put it back in. Doesn't matter which way around it goes, you turn it on by pressing this switch here, you put it in, and away you go. And then you've got 40 minutes of it on standby. If in that 40 minutes you don't use your gun, it automatically turns itself off. If you need to use it again, you open it up, press the button, and then if you fire, it still resets. So every time you fire, that 40 minutes countdown will go again. So as long as you're using it, it'll stay on. So guys, there you have it. That is your suppressor cum tracer unit. It doesn't really work as a suppressor at all, but it looks pretty cool, and the tracer unit is fantastic, and the whole idea of using tracer BBs. Now there's a couple of things to consider here. Number one, obviously tracer BBs cost more than normal BBs generally. I was using Jeff's .3 green tracer BBs there, and they're brilliant, absolutely fantastic BBs, no problem at all. Give good strong green light. You probably don't pick up as much on the camera as you actually see in real life, just because of the speed of the BB and the frame rates of the cameras and whatnot. But it looks pretty good still. Now you may think, well, yeah, that's all very well, but it's a bit of an investment to put on, say, just your MP7. And by the time you bought one of these, I won't put a price on it, because it depends on how much they are on the particular day. Sometimes they're on sale and things like that. But I got mine direct from Angry Gun. They sent it out. It took about 3 weeks to come. Brilliant service, really good customer service, no problem at all. But this is where it gets really good, because you might say, well, I've invested all that money, but I can only use this suppressor because it's for an MP7. This suppressor won't fit on anything else. It is an MP7 suppressor. But this is where it really differs, because if we take this off and take the tracer unit out, there is now nothing at all stopping you from putting this tracer unit in a different suppressor. The only thing you've got to consider is it's got to be obviously a bigger diameter than the MP7 one. It doesn't matter if they're a little bit too big, because there are grooves in this tracer unit for you to fit an O-ring. So if you find it wobbles around a bit inside, you can put a rubber O-ring on there, and suddenly you've got a snug fitting tracer unit to fit inside your silencer or whatever, suppressor or whatever. And you've got yourself quite a handy unit, so you can use it on multiple guns, AEGs, gas blowback, whatever you want. You can put this in the gun. You can even stick it on a sniper if you're that weird. So the only thing you've got to consider is how big is it, and will it fit inside your silencer. So if we open this up, put it on, it is 32.8 millimeters. So about 32 millimeters. So you need a suppressor, silencer. Don't get upset over the word silencer. It is a legitimate thing. Suppressor, silencer, yeah, whatever. It's got to be 32 mil or bigger. Preferably a little bit bigger than 32 mil, so it gives you a bit of wiggle room. But there you go. You've got a multiple gun tracer unit to go wherever you want. And I think that is a stroke of genius. So what don't I like about this? Batteries. At least it's not rechargeable. You can put your own batteries in, but you have to consider that if you leave these batteries in very long, they're going to go flat, even if you don't use it. So it'll go into its automatic shutdown, it'll close itself off. I made the mistake sticking some batteries in this a week before I went to play a game. I left them in there thinking, oh well, it'll turn itself off anyway, so it doesn't matter. Got to the game and the batteries were flat. I had to replace them straight away, and they were brand new batteries. So this thing will eat batteries like you won't believe. So bear that in mind. Never leave batteries in it. Put them in just before the game, turn it on, and you'll be fine. You won't have a problem. The battery is supposed to last for something like I think it's supposed to be 100,000 shots or something like that. Or yeah, there's no chance, but they will last, you know, a long time through the day. Well, I think it'll last a full day if I'm honest. Without a problem. It may even last longer as long as you take them out afterwards. Do not leave the batteries in there. And in fairness to Angry Gun, it does say that in the instructions, but I am too stupid to read them. So there you go. Then when you're done with your other suppressors, you just stick it back in and crack on with your MP7. And personally, I think this setup really suits the MP7 down to the ground because it's such a great gun for CQB and it really works well in the dark. Just bear in mind, you need about 1 million mags because it's gas. So you will be like a tired old donkey at the end of the day from carrying around a load of these heavy gas mags. But it's worth it because it's so much fun and the MP7 is such an epic gun in gas blowback form, I don't care. Okay then guys, so a bit of a short video today, just a little taster. Go out if you're fancying MP7 with a tracer unit attached to it, if you're playing those dark environments, then please check out Angry Gun's website for their suppressors. This is unsponsored by the way, I bought this with my own money, so I'm actually recommending this off my own back as far as buying and using it's concerned. And I was really impressed, or I am really impressed. I think it's a great little package and it really sets off this MP7. And I will be using it in my other guns straight away. As soon as I used it for the first match, I thought, what else can I use this on? So I'm already planning to put it into a couple of my other suppressors, silencers, whatever, and giving it a shot. So if you're in the market for an MP7 suppressor, tracer unit, and you want it multi-platform, check it out. Remember guys, give us a thumbs up, hit the little notification bell, and remember to subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I'll see you really soon. Bye bye.